Good morning, everyone. It's super exciting to be here. I understand it could be evening, it could be afternoon where you are at, but I am grateful to be part of this community and to be able to bring some exciting things to you about changing your perspective so you can change your mind, so you can change your life. So, I am Darla Makala of Darla Makala Coaching and Consulting. I am your visionary leader, so I help powerful women just like you. I help you get crystal clear on your God given vision and design the life that you were created to live using your faith, your beliefs, and we get into social media strategies, how to find some talking things, some talking gigs, speaking gigs, maybe even do some writing and podcasting, whatever it is that's in your line. I can help you with that. I am your visionary leader to see it before you do, right? So that's the beauty of what I get to do. I get to see it before you do, but also help you see it. So today I want to talk to you just about last week I talked about how our thoughts create our feelings create our actions, and our actions create our results. And as you see more of me and you hear more of me in this group, you will find that I probably say that every time because it is really what I live by. It's the main thing that the focus of what I teach my clients, because it is so important to understand how your thoughts impact your final results. And so today my question for you really is, what have you convinced yourself of that is true? What have you convinced yourself of that is impacting your ability to take action and or get the results that you want in your business? Okay. So what I mean by that is, we tell ourselves different things all the time, and remember that a belief is nothing more. It is simply something that you have told yourself over and over again, or it is something that other people have told you over and over again. That's what a belief is. Okay, so as you convince yourself, as you tell yourself every day, I can't do that, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to do that, I don't have enough experience, whatever it is that you're telling yourself, that will become a belief if it is not already, and most likely it already is because you've been telling yourself that for multiple times, multiple days, over and over again. And so I want to help you get to that place where you are not allowing those thoughts to create the results that you don't want, right? And so here I have few little note cards. So I want to know, can you relate to this? These are all things that my clients come to me and they're saying, and to be honest, they're things that I've probably said myself because I feel like most entrepreneurs go through this time. So, can you relate? No one wants what I have to offer. Uh-oh. Can you relate to that? Just raise your hand or put in a comment. What about this? I cannot afford it. How often have we said that? I found myself, when I was really when I was struggling with this, because I will never teach you something that I haven't gone through myself. But I found myself even like lower, other people would be like, what, that's not expensive? And I would be like, well, I can't afford that. So are you saying that to yourself because you're gonna believe it? You're gonna believe that you can't afford to do anything to grow your business if you keep telling yourself that. What about this? I cannot do all this. Oh my gosh. This is so stinking hard. I can't do it. Well, guess what? You won't do it. I promise you that if you continue to tell yourself this is hard, I can't do it, you won't do it. What about this? Have you ever told yourself, I don't have enough experience? Yeah, probably. What about this? Have you ever told yourself, my puppy needs me? Okay, that's my fun piece for me. But this is important. This is something we're going to talk about too. Because all of these other things that I just listed, I don't have enough experience. This is so hard. I cannot do all of this. I can't afford it. Nobody wants what I have to offer. Those are all business related. I can't and isn't working, right? They're business related. But throw this in. Throw this into the mix. So my little backstory on this is we got a new puppy about 3 weeks ago. And I'm the one at home all the time. It's not that I'm not working, but I'm at home all the time, so training is falling on me. And I began to tell myself all last week, my husband was gone a lot. He was actually gone for almost the whole week and the whole weekend. And I just told myself over and over, this is so hard. I can't get any work done. My puppy needs me. I can't put her in the kennel. Like, I feel so bad, and I just have to keep getting up, and I can't be creative. Guess what? I wasn't. I had a rough week of business. I had little short amount of time where I got things done, but I didn't get the results I wanted because I kept telling myself over and over that I had to be with this little puppy. She couldn't be in the kennel. She needed me. She needed me, right? So I'm telling you this puppy story, and I'll post a picture in the comments if you want to see her because she's stinking cute. But I'm telling you this puppy story because what happens is sometimes we just think it's these things. This is so hard. I don't have enough. We think it's those things that are the things that are keeping our business stuck. But when we also pay attention to the things that are maybe happening outside of our business that we're telling ourselves, maybe for you it's not a puppy. Oh my gosh. But maybe for you it's a relationship, or it could be possibly maybe you've extended yourself and you're not you've committed to too many things. It could be maybe you're going through a hard divorce, or you've had situations in a job that you're working that is just keeping you from being able to take the action in your business that you're trying to grow. It could be anything, but the point is to keep in mind that when we are dealing with our thoughts and our beliefs, they're not segmented. Every thought and belief that we have impacts every area of our life. And so what I want to do is I want to go through a little exercise with you, and I want you, if your thoughts and your stories you're telling yourselves are different than mine, that is okay because they're probably different. Maybe you can relate to some, but maybe you have others. I want you to write them down. Okay? So just like I've written them down on a card, go ahead and write them down. And if you're watching this on the replay, you can obviously press hold or press pause. But if you're watching it live, just as we're going through, if you don't have time to write it down, I want you to just have it in your mind. But do this exercise, write it down. Because here's the thing, when we write things down, they become more powerful. They become more solidified in our mind and a greater commitment to ourselves when we write it down. So, 3 things. What can we do when you're thinking about this and you're like, what can I do? Those thoughts just pop in there, and maybe you feel like, oh my gosh, they're real. How can I not say them? Right? We don't have to speak out everything, every situation. So if maybe you don't have any clients right now, that isn't something you have to speak out all the time. You don't have to just keep telling yourself that. You can begin to look at things differently. So there's 3 things. I want you to write this down. I want you to capture the thought. 3 tips. These are 3 really powerful things in changing that, in changing the thoughts and the beliefs that are guiding you to get the results that you're getting. So capture the thought. And when you start feeling, I started feeling like really stressed right away when I was telling myself over and over that my puppy was causing me all this stress or all this like not being able to take action. But I didn't capture the thought as soon as I should have. By the time, there was a point over the weekend where I was like, okay, this has got to be done. So anyway, capture the thought. I want you to replace it. I want you to replace it with a truth or a belief. So like so like I know sometimes when I talk to people about this, and I share this because it's really important for you to get the difference. So sometimes, like I said, maybe there's a truth, like I don't have any clients right now. Okay, whatever. Let's put that on the shelf. Okay? We're not going to argue about it. If you don't have a client, you don't have a client. But what's the belief that you want to believe? So begin to talk, begin to write out, begin to tell yourself every day, my clients are waiting for me. My clients are here for me. I am getting ready. I am ready to work with these clients. I am growing and I am expanding. So whatever it is, so replace it with a thought and a belief that you want to have deep in your heart. A solution. Okay. So the solution is the action part. So I'm going to use my puppy. So, here's my solution. Like I had to convince myself, I had to tell myself and remind myself it's okay for puppy to go in the kennel during the day when you're working, right? Yeah, go figure, right? If I was working a 9-to-5 job out in the community, my puppy would be in the kennel all day. I don't have to feel guilty about that. Or what if I look at this? I don't have enough experience. Okay, so what I might tell myself about this, I don't have enough experience, is I'm going to remind myself every single thing that I have done in my life up until this point has given me the experience I need to do what I'm doing. So when I first started coaching, there were times where I was like, well, I'm not as good, like I can't do that because she's been coaching for longer than me, or he's got way more experience. Okay, so here's the thing. I spent 27 years in corporate world, and a lot of my clients come to me and they've been in leadership or in like corporate world type leadership for years, and they think they're not qualified to do this new thing that they're doing. And it's like, let's talk about this. How many women, how many people, not even just women, but how many people did I support and coach through my years in corporate? And I will tell you it was a lot, because I loved that piece. That's why I needed to get out, is because I wanted to coach and inspire and encourage people. And in corporate world, they wanted the KPIs to be exact, and I just wanted people to feel really good about themselves. How many businesses did I impact by the leadership that I brought? I started a new business within my corporation. I started businesses. I helped bring ideas and make things happen. I led teams of people. I can do this. I am qualified to do this. Now, here's the thing. Action is going to be, because I've changed my thought and my belief about that, I'm feeling different. I'm having more, I'm just having more energy, and my countenance is different. The energy that's coming from me is so different than me sitting back believing like, well, I don't have enough experience. No, I've got the experience. I did it. Now I'm going to take action because I'm so excited about my newfound belief that I am uber qualified to do what I'm doing here. Now, the other thing is, let's say that I decided I wanted to start coaching on, let's say Pinterest, because Pinterest is something that I haven't learned myself yet. I've dabbled in it. So you know what? A piece of action, a solution might be I take a Pinterest course. Go figure, right? So we can always be growing and we can always be taking more action, but we've also got to have the mindset, and we've got to have the belief that we are doing this. So I want you, in each one of the things that you wrote down, I want you to go through and I want you to write out, replace that belief with something that is going to get you, with something positive, with a new truth. So capture the thought, get that new truth out there, and work on that solution. And if that solution is you're getting up and you're writing a course because now you believe you can do it, you go, girl. You've got this. And so I want to encourage you, stop convincing yourself that you can't, and begin to tell yourself that you can, so that you can change your beliefs, so that you can change your mind, so that you can change and transform your life. You've got this, friend. And I want to just share a little bit If you are ready to go to that next level, to really scale up, let me know, comment. You can private message me. I'm in the group all the time. I want to work with you. I want to be that visionary leader for you. Because here's the thing, as a visionary leader, I have the ability and the privilege of seeing things, seeing you doing things and accomplishing things before you do. And we all need somebody like that in our life, right? So whether or not you're just starting out your business or you're just ready to get to that, like, I need to get to that next level, I want to help you through that. I want to help you do that. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Reach out to me if you have any more questions, because here's the thing. It's so you got to take the action, right? You got to find a solution. And I know what it's like. I know what it's like to stand back and say, I can't afford to invest in my business. I just can't. I'm going to try to do this all with all the freebies out there. You know what? I've been there. And I'll tell you that, and I'm not one of those coaches that will always just be saying, like, you've got to always have, a high paying coach. But here's the thing, you got to have a coach you connect with. And the times that I have invested, and I just invested this year, and it took my business to a whole new level. The times that I've invested and found a solution to I can't afford it, because I started there. I've started there many times, but when I really get down to it, if it's something I believe that I'm supposed to do, I will always find a solution. And so I want to encourage you. Reach out to me if you want that. I have a few sessions left this month, because obviously, I shouldn't say left, I'm starting with several sessions for my visionary strategy call. And in this visionary strategy call, we create a strategy for you to accomplish your vision. And so it's super powerful. It's a super powerful call. It takes about 30 to 40 minutes, and those are free. So I encourage you, connect with me if you want one of those sessions, and I'll put your name on it. I hope that this finds you well, and you guys have a great day. I hope that you're listening. If you listen on the replay, that you're blessed by this as well. Thank you.